We are going to be identifying coffees by their cup scores.
I'm done. I'm going. Thank you.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to this week's episode of Battle of the Beans, the show where 4 baristas compete in a series of mystery coffee challenges. I am your host, Ashifa.
And I'm your other host, Caro. And welcome back to our baristas, Addison, Josh, Kimia, and Marissa. How's everyone going?
Hello.
Good. Hi. Baristas, I have a question for you. In your experience in coffee, have you ever overheard a barista or a roaster or a coffee professional saying something like, oh my God, this coffee is at least 89 points, and wondered, what on earth are they talking about?
Yes. My head noticeably shaking, yes.
Baristas, this week, as you have probably guessed by now, we are going to be identifying coffees by their cup scores. And our friends at Cafe Imports have sent you all 4 bags of mystery coffees and a scoring sheet for each coffee.
We've given the baristas a helping hand this week by including both the cup scores and flavour notes for each of the coffees on the Cafe Imports scoring sheets. They have already cupped and submitted their answers off-screen by using the tasting notes and score sheet provided as a guide to match the scores with the coffees. No cheating, no changing answers.
Whoever gets the most points wins. Sounds easy, but I have a feeling it's not going to be quite as straightforward as we think it's going to be.
Sorry, no part of that sounds easy, but yes, go on.
There's always a catch with us. You know this by now.
To help us on this endeavour, we have the wonderful Rachel Ackermann, who is the sensory analysis assistant from Cafe Imports, to help us navigate the wonderful world of scoring coffee. Welcome, Rachel. We're so excited to have you.
Yay!
Hello, Rachel.
Hi.
Hey, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
Welcome.
So we use a score as a way to kind of evaluate the fragrance and the body, the acidity, the flavor, and all that. It also gives us a language to talk about the coffee with other people around the world. Specialty coffee sits at around 80 points, and the price that you pay for that coffee ultimately depends on how high or low it scores.
So baristas, you already know what the potential fragrances are for these coffees, the flavor, the body, the acidity, the balance. Your job is to work out which coffees embody those qualities and what the score ultimately is.
All right, baristas, I hope your slurping spoons are at the ready because it's challenge time.
It tastes fairly balanced and has like nice like nuttiness and like milk chocolatiness to it.
Reminds me of strawberries and cream. It's that acidity of the strawberries, but it's quite a tart sweetness, but balanced out by something really smooth.
I could not at all place like what kind of berry. It was like slightly stone fruit-ish, but
it's kind of like red apple almost to me, so it's like a little tart.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
My guess for coffee number 1 is 82.75.
82.75.
I am confident this is a learning experience. So the score that I gave coffee number 1 was 89.50.
My guess for coffee number 1 is 82.75.
All right, Rachel, what's the correct answer?
The correct answer is 82.75.
Oh!
This coffee is a washed Guatemalan from Huehuetenango.
I knew it was Guatemalan coffee.
It illuminates the classic profile for this area. It's super balanced, super easygoing. Sometimes you will get some of that coffee cherry, a little bit of coffee cherry in there, but mostly toffee nut and balance.
Great job, baristas, and well done, Josh, Addison, and Marissa for taking out round 1.
Good job, guys.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. On to round 2.
It reminded me of like different candies and things like that.
So interesting you said that because the pink grapefruit side of things I wrote down about, but also like a red wine kind of tartness to it as well.
For me, I got a very like mild, kind of like old grandma candy. If we think about like something very muted but still sweet.
At the beginning, when it was a little bit warmer, it reminded me of this like very specific slightly lemony pastry curd that I had that was like in a Danish, and it had an orange slice on top of it, and it was just like that combination of things.
Okay, baristas, let's hear your answers.
89.5.
84.42.
82.75.
My guess for coffee number 2 is 84.42.
The correct answer is 84.42.
What?
Good
Rachel,
job.
for some context,
Josh,
this
well
is the
done.
best. This is the best I've ever done in a challenge ever.
Yeah, Josh.
Yes, Josh.
Or you're great at guessing.
Cut that out.
Josh, Team Europe is rooting for you right now.
I have some fun facts about this coffee as well. It is one of our regional select offers, and it is from the Nariño region of Colombia. And this coffee is really well known for its rich caramel and butterscotch notes, as well as punchy citrus acidity.
Congratulations, Josh and Marissa, for getting 2 out of 2 coffees right so far, with Addison not far behind and Kimia still opportunities to catch up.
Thanks to this week's video partner, Pacific Foods Barista Series.
When you have a line of products called Barista Series, it doesn't exist without baristas and coffee professionals. We need your help in envisioning what the future can be.
All right, let's get into coffee number 3, everyone. Slurp, slurp.
This is so punchy. I love it.
I felt like it was really citrusy and a little floral. I didn't get so much of like a dark fruit sweetness as like a lighter one.
That was along the same lines. The first thing that I wrote on this one was like cranberry / cascara, like some kind of like really fruity but slightly like acidic and, you know, punchy, I think is literally the best word for it.
Yeah, I also got like lighter tropical fruits like kiwi. Is kiwi a tropical fruit?
Pretty much every fruit is tropical to the UK, Josh. Just want to say
You're
that.
absolutely right.
I don't know, it just had like a lot of stuff going on. It made me feel happy and bubbly and like was kind of like effervescent in some ways.
My guess for coffee number 3 is 84.42.
It's a high scorer at 89.5.
84.42.
89.5.
The answer is 89.5.
Oh my God!
It's a Christmas miracle.
Vindication for Josh! 3
Well
for 3,
done.
Josh. How are you feeling?
When your thoughts match up with other people's thoughts, and regardless of what scores we've given these coffees, like we've all had similar thoughts, and that's really validating because it means that our senses are working and that there's something going on in this cup that we're all identifying.
This coffee is a washed Kenyan pea berry, and pea berry coffee is a really fun grade of coffee because it's a naturally occurring mutation of the bean within the cherry. And so rather than 2 flat facing beans, you get 1 round bean.
Well, congratulations, Josh and Marissa, for getting coffee number 3 correct.
Good job.
We are on to the last round, which
Oh my
I am
God.
very, very excited to see how this ends up.
Tell us one word that you think about this coffee. So sum up this coffee for us in 1 word.
Okay, I'll just say my first word, only word, Robusta.
Oh.
No.
Ooh. That could, that's a spicy word, Kimia.
It is spicy.
I have a very short phrase. Sharpie on movie theater floor.
What?
Tell us how you
God.
really
Wait,
feel.
Sharpie as in the...
Yeah, like
Sharpie like a
okay.
pen?
Yeah, Sharpie
pen.
on movie theater floor.
Okay.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I totally get what you mean.
My word for this coffee is grease lightning.
Ooh.
Oh.
Burning rubber, baby.
Did your brain fire up?
Yes.
Come on.
I wish I could be as creative as everyone else, but my word for this coffee is ew.
Addison, what is your score for coffee number 4?
I got 75.5.
75.5.
75.5.
75.5 across the board.
It's unanimous.
Wouldn't it be funny if it wasn't 75.5? It's a curveball. Rachel, please tell us what the score of this coffee is.
Well, good news, you're all right. It's 75.5.
Woo!
I'm
Oh
done.
my god.
I'm going. Thank you. I'm gone.
He has transcended the show.
Okay.
Oh my god. Rachel, do you have any interesting facts about this coffee?
Yes, I do. So this is a monsooned Malabar from India. It is an Arabica coffee, and monsoon Malabar is a secondary post-harvest processing method, if you will. So they'll dry the beans per normal, and then during the monsoon season, they'll expose them to the moisture-laden winds, and that allows the beans to expand in size and change color and develop some very interesting flavors. Old school roasters will buy them and use them in their espresso blends because they create a lot of crema.
Well, fantastic work, everyone, and congratulations to Marissa and Josh for taking out this week's challenge. 4 from 4, which is absolutely amazing. Your palates are on point. And congratulations also to Addison for coming in second place with a total score of 2 out of 4, and Kimia rounding us out. Thank you again so much to you, Rachel, and to the whole team at Cafe Imports for helping us create this wonderful episode this week. It was an absolute pleasure to have you and share some interesting coffee knowledge about all these fantastic coffees that we've tried today.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. It was so fun to meet you all.
Yeah, thank you for
Rachel.
coming and sharing
Thank you
all
so
this
much.
interesting stuff.
And thank you at home for watching. Do you want to learn more about scoring and grading coffee? Well then, the team at Cafe Imports have created a video just for you that walks you through their scoring sheet and how it works. So head on over to the Barista League website to see it.
Maybe try it out on whatever it is that you're brewing at home right now. And as always, we'll see you right back here for another episode in 2 weeks' time.
So make sure you have your notifications turned on so that you can be the first to know when a new episode drops. Happy brewing! Ta-da!
Bye for now.
See you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
See ya then.
Thanks again for tuning into another episode of Battle of the Beans. We have some amazing things planned for this season, so make sure that you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for when new episodes drop.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, where you can see all the behind the scenes action and goss from this season's show. We'll see you next time. Bye.